Yes, I have the power! Hello guys, not the Ace here, and it's been a while I've done this type of video, and that is showcasing and unboxing a product. So what am I unboxing this time? And that is, finally I found this at Target, and that is, if you can see it, it's the D-pad controller left Joy-Con. Yes, by Hori, a good company, Hori right there. And if you don't know what this is, and they introduced it in Japan for a while back, like 2 or 3 months ago, it's the Hori D-pad left Joy-Con. So, and if you notice right there, it says only for handheld mode. So basically, one of the problem with the actual left Joy-Con is, let me just pull that out, it's the buttons here. Why is it like that? When you're playing 2-player, there you go, it becomes B, A, X, and Y, and start somewhere and whatever. So of course when you're playing 2D games, it's kind of hard because it's separate buttons, because most OG gamer, they're used to doing it well with like the NS controllers. So what's the solution for this? I mean, trying to play Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers, any hamster arcade games, anything that requires a D-pad, it's not really that fun. And sadly, same goes with Mega Man 11 when I'm playing in the handheld mode. Didn't really work, so it wasn't that fun. So that's basically what the problem. So what was the solution? This, because the feature here is the D-pad. So finally they got a D-pad. Yes, it looks like the one from the Switch, the Nintendo Pro Controller, the Switch Pro Controller. So the same design, except this one in America there's two kinds. It's the Mario and the Zelda. Fortunately, in my opinion, unfortunately, I know a lot of people like Zelda, is that they only had the Zelda one, they didn't have the Mario one. I prefer the Mario because, believe it or not, Mario, for me, I'm more a fan of Mario than Zelda. That's why. So anyway, that's what it is. And look at the back. Basically, responsive D-pad for 2D games, for handheld mode use only. So again, you can't use it in the Joy-Con, it's not going to work. And it needs basically a sword. This one doesn't have a power sword. The reason why this one's only $25 versus these, I think they cost like $50 for one. I could be wrong, because for two it's $80, so you kind of save. Because this one you can run on its own, you just need to charge it. This one you can't. It has to have a power supply, which is the Switch itself, the console, the tablet. So again, handheld mode only, and it even said it with a design. If you can see it right here, arcade archive compatible. That's basically what it's meant for. Mostly, like I said, 2D games. Must be connected to the Switch. No vibration or motion control. Again, you can't use it like in 1-2 Switch or ARMS, so you can't use that one. And yes, in the past, if you've been following this, there was a controversy for a while that it drains a lot of the power from your Switch, the battery, even if you left it, if you turn it off, or even sleep mode. So according to Hori, they found a solution, and that is Switch Update 6.0. So of course they've updated that. Teaser, it's on my secondary channel, talk about the Switch Online, different story, but it's related to the Switch Update 6.0. They say they fixed it. So I said, sure. I bought at Target. I didn't import this, not in Play Asia. The one in Play Asia is only blue, or in Japan, Play Asia, because they're also selling it. That's why Play Asia said that. So I said, whatever, I'll just get this one. So with that, let's unbox this. Alright, so there's gonna be tape in the side, so I'm just gonna pull it there. And if I did find the Mario in the long run, well, sucks for me, but I wanna try it, so that's why I'm just gonna open it. So Well, there you go. And yeah, so there you go. Let's pull that up. Alright, so what's inside beside this box? I like the design on the box, but I'm not a hoarder, so I have to throw this away. So of course you get the manual like always. I mean, you keep the manual, put it in a Ziploc bag, one controller and the manual, but who reads the manual? I know I do, but I know a lot of people don't. So let's take that out. And then here's, okay, protective box, whatever. Let's pull that out. Alright. Because you're not really meant to put this back in the box, mostly just put it in a Tupperware or something. You know, kind of get, you know. So throw the box away. Not really need it. There it is. I mean, keep the plastic at least. So right there is the left Joy-Con pad, and I'm gonna compare it with this one. Let me see if I do this right. And again, it does a lot of the function, except again, it doesn't have a lot of buttons here. So again, the D-pad is the most important one. Alright, so this one has the L and the R. Let's just say that. Okay, let's see. First, D-pad solid. There's the, whoa. The picture button is kind of soft a bit, kind of concerning there, but again, like I said, you can't really use it by itself, and it's lighter. Surprisingly, it's lighter than this one. So even you put that thing in the top, that Joy-Con hat, I guess I call that, it's not gonna do diddly squat. The minus button. Okay, the L button again, you're gonna need it, especially in handheld mode. There's the L3, and there's only one difference here. Beside that button, I think I don't even think that's anything. There's no L and R button here. Again, it kind of shows you that it is meant for handle. So with that, let's see what it looks like if we put it here. Alright, so let me just take out my Hori, yes. And if you say, why is it Hori? Well, they got better product? I mean, I'm not really Hori. I mean, I prefer Hori more than the other one, I guess you can say that. And there's that. Oh, there you go. Alright, let's fix the lighting here. I don't want to burn this sucker. Alright, you know, I'm gonna do something here. Alright, I'm gonna make it closer. Oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna move down a bit. There you go. Alright, there you go. Thumbs up. And then with this, we're gonna click this in. This in, there you go, you hear that click. Now we're gonna turn this on. Alright, so I had to do a different setup for this one to demonstrate how to use the left Joy-Con, the D-pad. So again, as I said before, the left D-pad is only meant for handheld mode. Fixing the, of course, right here, the buttons here, the buttons. Yep. So you know what? I'm gonna put some lighter just a bit. Make it. Let's see. Hopefully, there you go. A little bit of lighting there. Yeah, magic. So anyway, like I said, here I go again. The buttons. The problem is trying to do like fighting game. Not really good. So basically, very useful for the D-pad. Excuse me. Like I said, the D-pad very useful, especially if we're playing, well, Ultra Street Fighter right there. That's, if you can see that. And of course, just released Dragon Ball. If you can see this, give me a sec. Fighters for the Switch. Yeah, so it's finally released. Alright, so there's Goku, Super Saiyan, Blue Goku. Alright, let's put that away. Should it be in Smash? Okay, it's a different story there. But anyway, back to my story. Again, does it work? Yeah, so what I kind of did also is with the magic of editing and cut, I know, is that I did test out some games that requires 2D. And yeah, it was pretty good. It was more accurate. Actually, it was more comfortable playing with it. and it was, I quote, much more fun to play with it. So with that, I'm gonna try this on camera. I'm gonna try to demonstrate the D-pad. So I'm gonna play first Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challenger. So we're gonna do some demonstration with it there. I played this before, yes, off camera again, the magic of editing. But don't worry, everything here is true, so no lies, no tricks, no The Verge thing. Okay, maybe not that far, but you get the idea. So, alright, so waiting up to boot up the game. Alright, so we're gonna push start. There you go. When is this game gonna come out for the PS4 at least, or even PC? Whatever. So we're just gonna get into it. Wow, for a cartridge you need to load. So you know what? I'm gonna pick Ryu. Why? Because he's in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So let's go. Let's just pick his default color. And it's time for me to play Sucky because I'm not playing it the right way. But alright, let's see. Already? Oh man, this is embarrassing. But yeah, it's very responsive. You can actually do Fireball in a Duken and Hurricane. Except I'm just sucking here. Still won, but yeah, you kind of notice now I can actually, like the moves, I can actually actually execute them. That's the word I guess I'm looking for, the word. Up. Punish there. It's a punish. Ah man, I got punished. Where's my 3-hit combo here? Oh, there's what happened, dude. Okay. There you go. Yeah, it's really actually fun. It's much more comfortable there. So, alright, we're gonna go out here and close this. Okay, the next game I want to show is a shooter. I guess it's a classic arcade game. It was $5, so I decided to buy it. Alright, time to suck. Cause this game is really hard, so I'm probably gonna suck, like, you know, suck. So of course it's like a Gradius type game. You gotta also watch out for rocks and stuff. Right there's the rock. Let's see how far I can go far with this game. Like I couldn't even finish the first level. There's some ogre like me. Oh, there you go. Alright, let's try this again. But like I said, I mean, much more comfortable. It's really comfortable, easier to control than the buttons being separate. And the thing about the D-pad is that it has to be one, like, unison, one big button, because there's a lot of, especially OG, that's what they're used to. That's what I used to, playing Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo. That's why in Fight Pad they have like the OG type rather than the newer ones. And then you might say, what about the PlayStation one? Yeah, the PlayStation is kind of weird, but somehow it works, even so how they designed it. I don't know why, it worked, but the Joy-Con with the 4 buttons, and I died, yeah, it didn't really work. Alright, I think that's it, so we're gonna get out of here. So again, fighting game, shooter, actually works well. So the biggest question about it, and I showed you in the box, arcade archive compatible. Yes, so of course, since I have multiple console, the only thing I have in this one are a bunch of arcade archive from Nintendo. So we're gonna try to do 2 games. First I'm gonna do Donkey Kong because for a while, believe it or not, I was during work, I was watching Tipster's video, links in the description box with the YouTuber, and he's always talking about Billy Mitchell, so this is the reason why the reason why I'm gonna play this. So this is Arcade Archive Nintendo Donkey Kong. So the arcade version with the pie level. So let's boot it up. See how this works. There you go. And of course, you know the history of what happened with Billy Mitchell, Twin Galaxy, and the Donkey Kong score. Whatever. I did watch the movie, The King of Kongs. Kind of interesting, but like I said, fortunately, I'm not like into the Twin Galaxy competition record, whatever. Not really my community, unfortunately, so can't really follow it. All I know is that from the movie they make Billy Mitchell look like a bad guy, which is he really a bad guy in real life? I don't know. I don't know. Oh dude, I pushed the wrong button. I forgot it's A, not B. I remember the arcade only has like A button. So anyway, yeah, that was embarrassing, but anyway, so you gotta push A to jump, not B. Kinda used to those PlayStation setup one. Alright. Let me see if I can even pass the first level while doing this. You know, because of course I'm no Billy Mitchell. Nope. Ah, beautiful. The magic of I lost my thought there. Well, whatever. Alright, let's see. Okay, I kinda suck. That's why I'm no Billy Mitchell here. Wonk wonk wonk. Alright, so we're just gonna get out of it. There's really nothing we need to do here. Alright, so I'm gonna do one last game to show this thing that's actually really comfortable playing. It's really... And of course, by the way, Nintendo Switch. Never mind, I forgot. It's a weird hub there. But yeah, it also works with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Bomberman, anything that requires you to use the D-pad, much better. Monster, let's see, Wonder Boy, Dragon's Trap, the Mega Man Legacy Collection, maybe Code Princess to some extent. Let's see, Sky Kipper. Well, that's an arcade archive. Pac-Man Championship Edition 2. Mighty Gun Volt Burst. Oh, definitely Blaster Master Zero. Earthswar. Let's see what else. Okay, really not want to switch. Gunvolt. Yeah, Gunvolt. Alright, so where is that game, man? I got distracted. I do apologize. Here we go. Versus Super Mario Brothers. So this is the arcade version of Super Mario Brothers. And a long time ago, I did a tribute video to Captain Albano. Fortunately, a long time ago, he did pass away. If I remember, I'm gonna link it on the description box about Versus Super Mario Brothers showcase. So, alright, so we're gonna just play this again. There you go. Oh yeah, and if you wanna be friends with Switch, I don't care. Go for it. Alright. Huh. Was there a save state? Oh yeah, that's right. Alright. So B is to jump and A to... Wait, A is to jump, B to shoot. Man, oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm World 2-1, I guess. Yeah, one of the cool thing about the arcade archive that there's a save states type thing, so that's cool. So I know there's also like Side Bike, and like I said, they're coming with Donkey Kong Jr. the next one. I mean, there are a lot. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if they release also Versus Tennis and Versus Baseball. Except the only problem with that one is who's gonna buy those, because they're not really that fun. I'm sorry to say, they're not really that fun. Alright, getting all those coins. Alright, just for the sake of this demonstration, let's move on. Let's move forward. Oh man. Ah! That's sucky for me. Oh, I didn't even get a 6, 3, or 1 in the end. Oh well, I did. I got a 6. Awesome. Alright, just feature for the arcade archive. Alright, so if you want to like save the game in the middle because you gotta do something, you know, you can push like the minus button or the plus button, and then just create interrupted save, press A, and there you go. And then when you play the game again, you basically start where you left off. So alright, so let's close that. So yeah, there you go. Basically a demonstration of how it works. Again, like I said, it's very comfortable. It is only meant for handheld. Okay, so you want to play this game but on TV mode, but the problem or dock mode. The problem is I don't have the proper D-pad. There is, I mean, the Switch Pro controller could do it, but of course the problem is the D-pad is on the bottom rather than on where it's supposed to be where the left stick is, or the left stick. There is a controller that I bought this long, like December. It was on an Amazon Prime deal, and they call it the S-Pad. Is on the right place. I did play that, played it with Mario Kart, with all the 2D game. It is much comfortable like this one, but it's only meant when you're playing it on TV. So like this thing is only meant for handheld, because you know you don't want to use this type of button here. So there you go. And what about the battery life? I've been playing it around, but unfortunately for me, I don't really play that long. So, and it doesn't look like it's really draining the battery so far right now. It's like when I started, it was fully charged. Now it's on 70%. So again, I didn't really play that much. So maybe play more. I know. Remember, there's been report that if you even if you turn it off or in sleep mode, if you leave the left Joy-Con, that the battery drain. Hori did say that that was fixed on the latest firm update, which is firmware 6.0. So I'm gonna say, but again, like I said, my only tip to you is when you're done with it, just take it out and just put the actual Joy-Con, because the actual Joy-Con won't drain your battery. But remember, that thing has its own power supply. It's just the Joy-Con, the D-pad Joy-Con, does not have one. So basically now, what do I think about it? What is my impression? Are there any cons besides gameplay with the left D-pad Joy-Con? So what do I think about this D-pad left Joy-Con controller? So it is good. So if you're playing it on handheld mode, playing any 2D games mechanic, this is a good one. So the button feels comfortable. You can see it with my gameplay samples. And you can still use this also in other game, because that's why it replicates the actual Joy-Con. It's just like I said, you are focusing on the D-pad there. So are there any cons on this thing? Well, one of them I said was the battery issue, but they said 6.0 supposed to fix that, and I kind of see it, but also when I don't play it, I immediately take it out. So maybe that's the best thing it is. But yeah, I mean, I've been playing a lot of 2D games on handheld mode. Didn't really show that it was draining that fast. So that's something good. And another one is in the back, the button when you release the Joy-Con. It's actually more pushed out than the Joy-Con itself. So what does that mean? They had this extra mold on the back side to make it much easier to remove the Joy-Con. And I guess the reason also it's so that it kind of tells you that, hey, you know, it's not gonna fit on the Joy-Con grip, because it's not gonna fit. It's a little bit wider. You don't see it right now, but when you feel it, you're gonna notice it. So that's another one up. The only concern with this one are the picture button and the minus button. Why is that? Because you're using the soft button from the NES, the SNES, even the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, rather than a plastic button. And a lot of the flaw to that one is that if you push the button too many times, it gets this imprint, and then you just push 10, and then all of a sudden now you have to push the button harder, because it's not, you think, oh what, it's button broken? No, because it's rubber and it has that imprint, because while you keep pushing the button too much or something, and that's a little bit concerning. So I mean, yeah, you can just don't push it too much and just don't push it. But say if you want to take a picture or a video, there you go. Minus some game I don't know, but yeah, that's I think the bit of the flaw of the left Joy-Con D-pad is they use a soft button. I'm gonna guess because to cut cost, because to some extent putting rubber is a bit cheaper in my opinion, I think, than actual plastic. And maybe they were too afraid they might break when you push it too many times and it's plastic. Because remember, the newer type controller, the N64, the GameCube, the Wii Pad, the Wiimote, the PlayStation 4 controller, heck, even Xbox, the Xbox controller, unless it's the left stick or the right stick, they're not rubber, they're plastic. So there you go. But I don't think it's still bad. It's just basically, like I said, just don't push the button too much. Just all I'm gonna say. So yeah, I mean, it is a good product, you know. But then people say, well, you can always mod your left Joy-Con. I mean, yeah, that's true. But how much is it gonna cost? Again, maybe you get connection or whatever, but that's a different story. So for people who don't only need to mod it, they don't want to mess with altering, modifying their stuff, the controllers, whatever, then yeah, this is an alternative. Again, there is also the Super Mario Brothers, but in the Target I went to, they didn't have it. I just, you know, might as well. I mean, it's black, it matches to the Switch, you know. So what score would I give it? I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. Why is that an 8 out of 10? Like I said, one, the button itself, it is good for 2D, and it is very responsive. Battery life, again, it does look like it was updated, so that's gonna be still up in the air until people really played a lot. So, and then like I said, it's an alternative when you're playing in handheld modes, especially fighting games, only 2D games, better than the 4 separate buttons. So that's a lot of the pro there. The only con, like I said, I have are the rubber button from the camera button and the minus button. And also that doesn't really have its own part, but I think I kind of get it why, because you know you want to cut costs. So I think the only to some extent the only minus to this is the soft button. That's really it. It's not meant to be played as a Joy-Con, like one or two separate Joy-Con. It is just meant to play 2D games on handheld mode, but that's it. Yeah, so if you have a chance, if you want to play 2D games on handheld mode, this is the solution. And yeah, with that, thanks for watching.